Greetings and welcome to all who are here today to celebrate Gwynedd Mercy University's class of 2022. My name is Mary Van Brunt, and I am the Provost and Vice President for Academic Affairs at Gwynedd Mercy University. Commencement is absolutely one of my favorite events of the year, and today I have the pleasure of serving as the convener for today's proceedings. And in that capacity, I hereby officially declare the opening of Gwynedd Mercy University's commencement exercises. This year's total graduating class of 748 students includes 250 graduate students. I know you're all anxious to meet these graduates, so we will begin with an invocation offered by Brianna Potts, graduate of our Counseling Clinical Mental Health program. After the invocation, please remain standing, if you are able, for the National Anthem, sung by the Voices of Gwynedd and directed by Professor Carol Evans. Please stand, everyone.
Blessed are you, God of all goodness. In your great love, you have given us life and have sustained us along the way. We give you thanks today for all the people whose encouragement and support have inspired us to pursue our dreams, our families, loved ones, friends, and the faculty, staff, and administration of Gwynedd Mercy University. Be with us as we begin the next chapter of our lives. Send us forth to serve our world as compassionate and competent mercy leaders. Help us to listen to the voice of your Spirit speaking in our hearts and in our world. Empower us to respond with courage and generosity. May we walk in your light and be people of mercy to everyone we meet. Amen.
Please be seated. It is now my pleasure to introduce the sixth president of Gwynedd Mercy University, Deanne D'Amelio, who will offer opening remarks.
Good morning. It is so good to be with you on this wonderful day. Graduation is one of the most joyful celebrations in life. It is a day that I know family and friends have been anticipating for many years, and a moment at which students have worked very hard to arrive. At Gwynedd Mercy University, students are taught to utilize the excellent education that they've received to engage in work that will be of service to others in the world, to transform the world by transforming lives. Students are taught that the cultivation of compassion, intellectual inquiry, dedication to truth, mercy, and justice is essential in improving the human condition. With this approach, we prepare students for successful careers and meaningful lives. As distinctive Mercy graduates, you have the honor and privilege of living out this mission on a daily basis. With your new graduate degrees, you will engage in noble work, and I encourage you to always remember the unique power that you have to positively influence other lives around you. As you prepare for your exciting future, it is important to think about the past for just a moment. You are graduating from an institution founded by the Sisters of Mercy, who believed in and understood the power of education to improve lives and improve society. They founded Gwynedd Mercy University in 1948 to ensure that students in our region had the opportunity to attain a college education. You are their legacy. Much has changed since 1948, and there is no doubt that we will continue to live in a rapidly changing world. Navigating this world will require great resiliency, adaptability, and skills to ensure that you will continue to prosper in jobs that don't even exist yet, in a world we cannot quite imagine. I am confident that you are ready. You are many teachers, and by that I mean your professors, your deans, internship supervisors, dissertation advisors, and the many other staff who make up this community have worked hard to prepare you for this challenging but very rewarding and exciting journey that you're about to begin. And I know that you join me in thanking them. I especially want to recognize the faculty who supported you, tutored you, challenged you, pushed you, and cheered you on. I ask the faculty to please stand and be recognized. I know that no one is more proud of you and your achievements than they are, and we are all so looking forward to hearing about your next steps. Our more than 23,000 distinctive Mercy graduates are using the skills and values they learned here and are living out their dreams all over the world. I know the same will be true for you. Today we celebrate all that you have accomplished thus far and look forward to the legacy that you will create. Congratulations and thank you. It is now my pleasure to introduce Charlotte McInnes, Chair of the Board of Trustees of Gwynedd Mercy University.
Good morning, graduates and guests. It is my pleasure and my honor to represent the Board of Trustees of Gwynedd Mercy University at these commencement exercises. The Board of Trustees is comprised of 21 dedicated people from many organizations who volunteer their time and expertise to ensure that the historic mission of the Sisters of Mercy is realized every day on campus and in your lives, even after you graduate as distinctive Mercy graduates. Nothing makes us happier and more proud to be trustees than when we hear your stories of success, and we can't wait to hear your stories, your legacy in the years to come. Please know that our prayers and support go with you as you graduate today. Congratulations.
At our honors convocation last evening, we honored two distinguished and retiring faculty who have demonstrated dedicated and outstanding service to the university. Dr. Felicia Corsaro Barbieri and Professor William Galvin. We also honored Dr. Stacy Latini with the Christian R. and Mary F. Lindbeck Foundation Award for Distinguished Teaching and Commitment to Faculty Excellence. I would like these esteemed faculty members that are with us today to please stand and be recognized. Commencement is a formal public celebration for students, faculty, staff, trustees, families, friends, and the civic community. And the awarding of an honorary degree serves as a source of celebration and inspiration for the university community. The criteria for awarding an honorary degree by Gwynedd Mercy is the following. Is a person of any faith tradition who embodies the mission and values of the university, shows evidence of outstanding achievement in the humanities, arts, sciences, or in a profession, in government or public affairs, education, religion, industry, or in commerce, shows evidence of distinguished service and performance in their accomplishments that support the ideals and values of Gwynedd Mercy University and serves as an example to our students, our alumni, and society, and shows evidence in their life of a commitment of service to humankind. I will now ask Dolly Dimino and her family to please come to the stage to accept the award posthumously for Dr. Joseph Dimino.
Catherine Macaulay, the first Sister of Mercy, once wrote, "We must strive to do ordinary things extraordinarily well." What Catherine Macaulay suggested in her statement was a life pursuit, a purposeful action that moves us to betterment of community, world, and self. Dr. Joseph Dimino most certainly understood this quote from Catherine Macaulay. His entire life was devoted to the betterment of the community and the world around him. Dr. Dimino was a longtime friend of Gwynedd Mercy University community. He served on the President's Council and the Francis M. McGuire School of Nursing and Health Professions Nursing Advisory Board for 10 years. Dr. Dimino was also a dedicated supporter of GMercyU's Autism Institute. Dr. Dimino served on the board of directors of the Child Foundation in Norristown. It is through the foundation that Dr. Dimino facilitated a grant to fund the university's autism programming, specifically the Autism Institute. With Dr. Dimino's help, the Child Foundation of Norristown has raised nearly $300,000 for the university's autism education. Dr. Dimino earned a degree at the Philadelphia College of Pharmacy and obtained his doctorate of osteopathy from the Philadelphia College of Osteopathic Medicine. In 1967, Dr. Dimino was drafted by the Army to serve in the Vietnam War, where he served as captain and flight surgeon for the 1st Aviation Battalion of the 1st Infantry Division. He earned many honors, including the Bronze Star Medal, and the Air Medal with 2 oak leaf clusters, and the National Defense Service Medal, the Vietnamese Cross of Gallantry, the Vietnamese Campaign Medal, and the Vietnamese Service Ribbon. After being honorably discharged, he returned home to start his own practice in Norristown, serving his patients for 5 years. He then joined a local physician to start Norristown Family Practice. Dr. Dimino had board certifications as a family physician, a medical review officer for drug surveillance, the American Osteopathic Board of General Medicine, and was a diplomat of the American Board of Family Medicine. Dr. Dimino was an active member of his community, serving as a member of the Catholic War Veterans, the MSS Society, the Italian American Social Society, and the board of Camp Rainbow for Children. He also received the Outstanding Citizen of Italian Heritage Award. For these and other pertinent reasons, and by virtue of the power vested in me by the Board of Trustees and the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, I am pleased to confer on Dr. Joseph Dimino the posthumous degree of Doctor of Humane Letters, honoris causa, with all the rights and privileges thereof, which throughout the world pertain to this degree, done this 14th day of May, 2022. It is now my great pleasure to introduce our commencement speaker. Dr. Derek Coleman is completing his 10th year as superintendent of the River Rouge School District in River Rouge, Michigan. Under his leadership, the district completed an unprecedented recovery from looming financial insolvency by developing and implementing strategic solutions. Under his leadership, the district reversed statewide enrollment trends and is now a magnet for families seeking quality programming in traditionally underserved urban communities. He has worked to create trauma-sensitive and healing environments for the specific purpose of developing healthy children. Borrowing from Booker T. Washington, Dr. Coleman lives by the mantra, "It's easier to raise strong children than to repair broken men." His desire to serve is rooted in the support he received as a child in Detroit. Consequently, he understands his purpose as an educator is centered on helping youth overcome the trappings of urban America and the senseless violence that prevented countless generations of children from fulfilling their promise. He also serves on the foundation board for Eastern Michigan University, where he earned a Bachelor of Science degree in secondary education and a Master of Arts in Education Leadership. Dr. Coleman completed his doctoral studies at Gwynedd Mercy University, and we are so happy to welcome him back home. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Derek Coleman.
Good morning. I'm an energy guy. Good morning. All right, so before I begin, I want to concede the obvious. There's not a single person that came here today to hear some random alumni speak about some random topics, a person that you've never heard of, have no idea what he's accomplished. I know nobody is here to hear that because I came by myself. So everybody here today is here to celebrate the accomplishments of these graduates, and I get it. But allow me to entertain you just for a moment, because I'm conscious and comfortable that within my 7 to 10 minutes that I'll be able to share something with you that will be impactful. So we are here to celebrate an uncommon accomplishment, a grandiose milestone. Again, I get it. But the emotions that you're feeling in this moment are so overwhelming that you could care less about what I have to talk about. I get that. So that's why I took the time to develop a message that I believe will allow you to leave here different than when you arrived. So formalities. To President Dimino, the Board of Trustees, the administration, faculty, and staff, the loved ones that have come here together, the great Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, but more importantly, to the graduates of 2022, we celebrate you. We are here today to celebrate your accomplishments, and this is not something that should be taken lightly. So as I hear my bio read, I'm oftentimes embarrassed because your bio tells people who you are or who you become, but it doesn't tell people your journey. So what am I? I'm a survivor of childhood trauma. I escaped the trappings of urban America. I became a statistical anomaly because little African-American boys born to mothers who did not graduate from high school don't have the opportunity to receive a terminal degree from a prestigious university. We do not become transformational superintendents. And we definitely do not have the audacity to accept the invitation to come back and speak at said university. So my bio tells you who I've become, but it does not tell you who I am. I'm from 583 miles away from here. Did not know who my father was until I was 12. The man who I thought was my father was murdered when I was 4, and my father was closely present. So had it not been through the grace of God to give me a praying grandmother, a support system, I grew up with the sons and daughters of heroin addicts, I would not be here before you today. So please just entertain me for one moment. So why am I here? I'm here as a co-conspirator to ask God, the heavens, the universe, and our ancestors to grant you everything that your heart desires. I'm here to stand in the gap and serve as a co-signer to ensure that everything you have ever wanted, you get. So if your desires are to become rich and famous, I stand with you to make this come to fruition. If your desires are to travel the world and spend money and go to places that you've read about or you see on the internet, I co-sign that as well. But there's one catch. I am asking for all of these things to happen so that you can recognize that that's really not what life is about. That no matter how much money you have, no matter how many travels you are able to do, you will not feel fulfilled because we were all born with a purpose. I have had the pleasure of knowing world-class celebrities and athletes. And surprisingly, most of them are not satisfied. Why is that? They have everything money can buy, but they still feel empty because they're always away from their families. They're isolated. They can't develop friendships or connections. And the money and fame have robbed them of just the simpler things in life. I've met some incredibly wealthy people who have no real connection to their loved ones because the price or the cost for wealth was far more than they were willing to pay because it was a consequence of the grind. The quest for wealth comes at a steep price. So I want to help each of you understand that we all have a responsibility to not do well for ourselves. We're responsible for making sure that our families are okay. But we're here because our life has a much grander purpose. I want you to be blessed beyond measure, but not just in a monetary sense, because the blessing I speak of requires us to be conscious and for us to make a commitment to help ease the burdens of other people. The theme for this year's commencement program is a focus on social justice. Social justice is a view that everyone deserves equal economic, political, and social rights and opportunities. But equality is not possible without us becoming intentional. It was the great Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. who once said that change cannot happen unless we establish a moral dilemma. Well, how many more moral dilemmas do we need? There's an endless buffet for us to choose from. We're constantly at war. And I'm not speaking about war in a political sense. I'm speaking about the war on drugs and its casualties. I'm speaking about the war on poverty and its countless victims. The war on women's rights, health inequalities, domestic violence, the COVID-19 endemic, and the list is exhausting. So choose something that you are passionate about because it will become part of your greatness. However, that spark that is needed to impact the world isn't necessarily on a global scale. I want you all to focus on what you can touch. Be vigilant with a persistence and a stamina that is needed to destroy these strongholds. Not a single person here should believe that they were born without a great calling on their life. How can you be okay with just existing or not having a story to tell? Your accomplishments will become your legend. I am an English teacher by training, and I remember teaching my students the 8 parts of speech. But for the purpose of brevity, I only want to focus on one today, and that is the verb. And a verb is defined simply as a word that describes an action. Marshawn Lynch, retired NFL running back from the Seattle Seahawks. Skittles candy brand ambassador. NFL champion. Minority owner of the Seattle Kraken. And infamous for his authenticity. He was notorious for refusing to give interviews to the media. During 1 week of the media with one of their Super Bowl runs, he showed up and answered every question by simply saying, "I'm just here not to get fined." Every question they asked, "I'm just here not to get fined." But for all of his accomplishments, I was most inspired by an interview that he had with Deion Sanders, ironically. And when Deion asked him about why he doesn't like to talk, he simply responded, "I'm about that action, boss." So how's that relative to me referencing the parts of speech? Because as of today, your name no longer represents a noun. Your name represents a verb. We are in a metaverse, and you will become a Marshawn Lynch in your universe. Why? Because you're going to be about that action, boss. I'm about that action. As a trauma survivor turned healer, without question, my purpose is to create the conditions that allow young people to have a path for healing, to escape the collateral consequences of poverty as they focus on their own individual healing. So if you can accept that we are all passionate about causes that we've been impacted by, my question to you is, what will become your life's work? And it can't be to live to the American dream, to do well only for yourself and your family. Why? Because the American dream is elusive. It's a nightmare for some. Because debt, stress, abuse, neglect, and tragedy have so many people in need of therapy that we can no longer ignore what is going on around us. Yes, you're supposed to be there for your families. Yes, you are supposed to live comfortably. But the universe connects us all. We share a kinship that requires the strength of the collective to ease the burden for others. So what will be the primary dilemma or dilemmas that you will focus your life on to address and leverage social equity? It was Archimedes who said, "Give me a place to stand and a lever, and I will move the earth." So today, to all my verbs, the Marshawn Lynches that we have, who are here today and are about that action, where is the place that you will stand? Where is your lever so that you can move the earth? How will you use your voice to create opportunities for others that may not have your privilege? This universe has played an important role in my development as a man. When I arrived here, I thought that I was complete. However, it organically helped me to understand that I held some unconscious bias. It was here that I truly understood that regardless of your socioeconomic status, your political affiliations, your religious beliefs, that we all are dealing with experiences that connect us. So this university helped me to stretch my perspective. It shaped my understanding to become even more inclusive as I asked people to join me on this path to make life better for others. So as I come to a close, I simply ask for every graduate here to be adventurous in the pursuit of supporting justice and live a life filled with action. Be about that action, boss. And remember that you are here to live a life that promises to inspire others by the stories that you will tell based on your service to those in desperate need of your gifts. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Coleman, for that inspiring message to our graduates. At Gwynedd Mercy University, we have a tradition of selecting a graduating student to address the graduating class. Through a very competitive process, one student emerges. Today, our student commencement speaker is Morgan Butterbaugh. Morgan will be receiving her master's degree in education with secondary certification in English. She currently works as a special education teacher for emotional support at Lancaster, Lebanon Intermediate Unit 13, in addition to as many other achievements listed in your program. Please join me in welcoming the 2022 Student Commencement Speaker, Morgan Butterbaugh.
Good morning, President Emilio, members of the Board of Trustees, faculty, staff, honored guests, and members of the class of 2022. I want to thank you all for being here and taking the time to celebrate the accomplishments that everyone sitting here in front of me today has achieved. To the faculty and staff at Gwynedd Mercy, thank you. Your constant support and encouragement have been instrumental in our success over the course of our educational experiences. Personally, I want to thank my parents, my family, my friends, and my students for getting me through the difficult times and never giving up on me. I would not be who I am or where I am today without you. To my fellow graduates, we made it. Today is a day that many of us have been looking forward to for a long time. We have overcome triumphs, challenges, and even a global pandemic, which we probably could have gone without. However, all jokes aside, this class has showed day after day that we are resilient and we have earned this. I feel proud and honored to stand up here on this stage in front of our families and friends to represent our graduating class. Finishing a graduate degree is a huge feat, especially with some of the external circumstances and responsibilities we have endured along the way. Our continued abilities to overcome adversity and our faith in God are what got us here today. The core values that this university upholds have been integrated into our education and help to shape us into people that can make a real difference in this world. Integrity, respect, service, social justice. Staying true to these four powerful concepts will strengthen us as we progress in our professional careers for years to come. I remember my first day as a Gwynedd Mercy student. I had jumped into the unknown and made a complete career switch immediately after finishing my undergraduate education. I had started a job as a teaching assistant and became a substitute teacher and was expected to begin a program to obtain a teaching certification. After extensive research to find a program that fit well for me, I found Gwynedd Mercy. Coming from a large high school and a large undergraduate university, I was used to being just a number, but not here. The small class sizes, flexible scheduling, and helpful advisors and professors made it feel like home and made my transition back to school easier. Gwynedd Mercy has given me the tools, education, and support that have made me a better educator and individual, and for that, I am forever grateful. During my time as a student here, I was able to collaborate with my classmates and professors that were located all over the country. I gained experiential knowledge, which I was able to complete as a remote student while maintaining my occupation. The way this university builds their curriculum and provides their students with a top-tier education is commendable. Moving forward, I know that my experience here at Gwynedd Mercy is going to be supportive of my work educating the youth and future generations of America. I can say with confidence that I feel I have positively expanded my knowledge in my field, and I am prepared to share it with those around me. I want to acknowledge the incognito efforts of my peers and our dedication to furthering our education. When time, we have prepared, studied, and taken the steps to move forward. When trying times strike in the future, I challenge you all to remember the core values of our beloved Gwynedd Mercy University. Practice integrity and be an honest and genuine being. Be respectful by learning to love and accept everyone for who they are. Be a leader and set aside your own adversities to give to the greater good by serving others, and promote equality for your friends and neighbors through your work of social justice. We have been given the power to take these and live them out and share them with those around us. As we close this chapter and move forward, remember to always use the knowledge and skills that we have acquired through our education here at Gwynedd Mercy. I want to leave you with the incredible words of author Joy J. Gulliver. The meaning of life is to find your gift. The purpose of life is to give it away. Class of 2022, we did it. Let us now go into the world and carry out that purpose. Thank you and congratulations.
Thank you, Morgan, for your wonderful message to your fellow graduates. We will now have the presentation of degree candidates. But before we begin, we would like to ask anyone who is currently serving in our military or is a veteran to please stand if you are able so that we can express our appreciation. We thank you for your service. The first doctoral degrees were awarded in 2016 to 2 students, and the number has grown to its present level of 32 degrees being awarded today and 22 that were awarded in January of 2022. Please refer to your program booklet to see the remarkable variety of dissertation topics. Now, will the candidates who have completed the requirements for the Doctor of Education and Doctor of Nursing Practice degree please rise? President Dimino, I present for the doctoral degree those candidates who have been approved by the faculty of the university.
By virtue of the authority committed to me by the Board of Trustees, I confer upon you the doctoral degree for which you have been recommended, admitting you to all the rights and privileges which throughout the world pertain to this degree, in testimony whereof you will receive the diploma of the university, officially signed and stamped with the seal of the university.
The deans will now come forward to introduce the doctoral degree graduates. Students, please bring your grad pass with you to be scanned at the table on my left before proceeding to the stage. Once on the stage, please hand your call card to the dean before moving to the center of stage to receive your diploma cover from President Dimino. After receiving your diploma cover, you will proceed to the front of the other side of the stage to be hooded by your dissertation advisor.
Good morning. I'm Dr. Mary Sortino, Dean of the School of Business and Education. The doctoral degree candidates from the School of Business and Education are already at the stage, and the dissertation advisors are making their way to the other side in order to hood the candidates. Okay, we're ready.
Mary L. Gorin.
Dissertation, Black Male Teachers and the Invisible Tax in Low SES Urban School Districts, a qualitative phenomenological study. She will be hooded by her dissertation advisor, Dr. Jessica Jeffers.
Leanne Lashensky.
Dissertation, Efficacy of Computer-Assisted Reading Programs in a Pennsylvania School. She will be hooded by her dissertation advisor, Dr. Atasha Quarles.
Felicia Washington Baker.
Dissertation, Lift Every Voice, Relationship between Anorexia Diagnosis and Academic Achievement among African American Women, a qualitative autoethnographic study. She's hooded by her dissertation advisor, Dr. Beverly Barksdale.
Brittany Lee Beener.
Dissertation, Student Support Services and Retention, a qualitative narrative inquiry from the perspective of the at-risk student at a community college. Hooded by her dissertation advisor, Dr. Carol Gruber.
Jamina Shawnee Clay.
The experiences of Black students attending predominantly white high schools. She will be hooded by her dissertation advisor, Dr. Peggy Rosario.
David Charles Patu.
Degree components supporting role transition for family nurse practitioners working in a rural healthcare setting. Hooded by Dr. Raymond Bandlow.
Elena Brocious Steidinger.
How public Waldorf schools address the social emotional tenets of the Every Student Succeeds Act, hooded by Dr. Raymond Bandlow.
Dawn Marie Durham.
Pre-service teacher preparation in Pennsylvania, alignment with the National Reading Panel findings, hooded by Dr. Raymond Bandlow.
Johanna Maria Means.
The perception of collaboration between parents and teachers of students with special needs regarding the individual education plans, hooded by Dr. Raymond Bandlow.
Heather Eileen Thompson.
A comparison of two transfer of stimulus control procedures and their effect on generalized intraverbal responding with two individuals with autism spectrum disorder, hooded by Dr. Raymond Bandlow.
Tiffany Charisse Holmes.
A correlational study of the relationship between teacher coaching in an urban charter school setting and teacher retention, hooded by her dissertation advisor, Dr. Matthew Walsh.
Suzanne Madeline Lerner.
Perceptions of educating students with behavioral challenges in a general education classroom, hooded by her dissertation advisor, Dr. Matthew Walsh.
Rebecca Marie Lippert.
The relationship between institutional effectiveness and vocational calling in higher education employees, an institutional case study, hooded by her dissertation advisor, Dr. Dan King.
Chloe C. Williams-Lawani.
Perception gaps between principals and teachers in culturally responsive school leadership, hooded by Dr. Raymond Bandlow.
Emily Ann Morin.
The effects of technology on elementary teaching pedagogy and assessments, hooded by Dr. Raymond Bandlow.
Eileen Mary O'Brien.
A meta-analysis of interventions designed to help college students with mental illness graduate from colleges and universities, hooded by her dissertation advisor, Dr. Tamara Smith.
Jessica Ann Taunt.
The impact of study abroad on employment opportunities, hooded by her dissertation advisor, Dr. Tamara Smith.
Jamie Jeanette Rassin.
The readability of positive behavior support plans written by behavioral analysts, hooded by her dissertation advisor, Dr. Deborah Shadler.
Ariel Beth Saber.
The effect of the virtual learning environment on learning outcomes among students with ADHD and executive dysfunction, hooded by her dissertation advisor, Dr. Deborah Shadler.
Andrea Elizabeth Swift.
Climbing a mountain with one rope, Reflections of Early College Experiences by Gifted Students, hooded by our dissertation advisor, Dr. Deborah Shadler.
Kyle Curtis Turman.
The impact of student engagement on African American male students experiences at community colleges leading towards educational attainment, hooded by his dissertation advisor, Dr. David Parkin.
Jonna Marie Basili.
Identifying factors associated with school attitude for high school students with high incidence disabilities, hooded by Dr. Raymond Bandlow.
Good morning. I am Ann Phelan, Dean of the Francis M. McGuire School of Nursing and Health Professions. Will the doctoral degree candidate for the Francis M. McGuire School of Nursing and Health Professions please come to the stage? The doctoral scholarly project is being awarded to Janelle Clark. Her doctoral scholarly project was in adult male patients aged 30 to 65 in a medication-assisted treatment program. How effective are primary care visits in improving recovery compared to patients who do not visit primary care? She will be hooded by Denise Vanacore, her scholarly project advisor.
Janelle Lanise Clark.
Please join me in acknowledging all of these doctoral degree graduates. Now, will the candidates who have completed the requirements for the master's degree please rise? President D'Amelio, I present for the master's degree those candidates who have been approved by the faculty of the university.
By virtue of the authority committed to me by the Board of Trustees, I confer upon you the master's degree for which you have been recommended, admitting you to all the rights and privileges which throughout the world pertain to this degree, in testimony whereof you will receive the diploma of the university officially signed and stamped with the seal of the university.
Please be seated. The dean for each school will greet the students as they reach the stage. The students will come to the table in the center of the stage to receive their diploma cover from President D'Amelio. Students, please bring your grad pass with you to be scanned at the table to my left before proceeding to the stage.
Good morning. I'm Dr. Lisa McGarry, Dean of the School of Arts and Sciences. Will the master's degree graduates from the School of Arts and Sciences please come to the stage as directed by the ushers at the end of your rows?
Brianna Elizabeth Potts. Vanessa Lynn Wilkinson.
Good morning again. Will the master's degree graduates from the School of Business and Education please stand and come to the stage?
Morgan Elizabeth Butterbaugh.
Heather C. Tresky. Latasha K. Vassar. Courtney Lee Taylor. Kristen Ann McBride.
Heather Mae Gussie.
Sarah Warren. Stacy Vitovich Shortell. Jade Victoria McCrae.
Allison DePaul Kelly.
Lucy Marie Troutman. Mary E. Shermer. Rebecca Ann Murray. Lauren Ann Reichert.
Alyssa Amy Shepris.
Christopher A. Mateis.
Mark Griffith. Cameron S. Bush.
Jennifer Nazario Lopez. Jennifer Marie Overbeck. Amira Tangi Macon. Joseph M. Stoll. Grace L. Butrin. Colin Turner. Isabel Karina Wild. Cheryl Lynn Roche. Sonia N. Matura.
Haley Marie Haight.
Isabella Anna Salvucci.
Casey Elizabeth Gallagher. Olivia Lee Hollister. Mary Catherine Keenan Calcagney.
Matthew Paul McLaughlin. Desiree Martinez. Kyle D. Wilson.
Carissa Ann Ludy. Rhonda Dudney. Charmaine Gibson Woods. Elizabeth T. Fleming.
Stephanie E. Webb.
Ryan Gartmeyer.
Cross Zavada.
Ashley L. Gira. Michelle Yerin Kim. Kimberly Ann Dry. Laura Ann Colosi.
Brasilda Mito.
Jeffrey Dale Gulla.
Erwin Raúl Román Lamberto. Jeremy M. Weir. Javier Vasquez Jr.
Amy Jean Grace.
Morgan Alita Mitchell.
Will the master's degree graduates from the Francis M. McGuire School of Nursing and Health Professions please come to the stage?
Marty Frempong. Kibwe Calzado. Ayana Brown. Raina Foster. Samantha Cancel. Amber Lee. Isabella R. Dorazio.
Brittany Potter. Alexis Sangalang Pepper. Nicole McLaughlin. Casey McMahon.
Aaron Barras. Diana Brownlee.
Giovanna Jacqueline Primavera.
Alyssa Marie Jankowski. Matthew Lostraco.
Michael Sully. Philip Torres.
Macy DeSico.
Sienna Shantz.
Devin Grissinger. Kendra Cool. Tara Dugan.
Aubrey Van Houten.
Priscilla Aquino. Reagan Diamond.
Kelly Owens. Paige Smith. Nicholas Schaefer.
Melissa Bolger. Harley Marie Constantine. Nicole Foster. Blair Fruck. Bridget Darlene Grant.
Natalie Beth Morales. Aaliyah J. Schramm. Jennifer Michelle Reiling Ogilvy.
Adrian Hill.
Please join me in acknowledging these master degree graduates.
Before I give the closing remarks, a very important task for graduates. You have to move your tassel, all right? From the right to the left on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Congratulations, graduates. As we reach the conclusion of this year's commencement exercises, it is time to bid farewell to our new graduates. My congratulations to you, new alumni of Gwynedd Mercy University. You now join more than 23,000 men and women who are proud to call GMercy their alma mater. I also offer my expression of sincere gratitude to all the parents, grandparents, spouses, children, and friends of our new graduates. Thank you for the love and support you have so generously shared with them. For one final time, graduates, while you are among the members of our GMercy community, I ask you to reflect in your heart, mind, and soul on our core values that are the foundation of everything that we do here. As you leave today as distinctive Mercy graduates, I hope you do so valuing academic excellence and are always ready to engage in rigorous and intellectual inquiry. That you leave with a strong sense of community and collaboration, that you exhibit compassion and competence in all your endeavors, and that you never lose sight of the dignity of every single person. That you continually demonstrate socially responsible behavior. And for all of you, I hope you have successful careers, more importantly, meaningful lives. May the peace and joy of heartfelt mercy accompany all of you on your life's journey. God bless you all. As we conclude these exercises, Dr. Jim Gallo, Vice President for Mission Integration, will provide a benediction, followed by the alma mater performed by the Voices of Gwynedd. After the alma mater, the platform party will exit the stage, followed by the faculty and graduates. Families can exit on the side of this room to my left and meet their graduates around the front of the building. Please rise.
Let us pray for our newest graduates. God has called you by name and chosen you to go forth and bear fruit. May the work of your hands be a blessing to those who suffer in body, mind, or spirit. God has enriched you with gifts of knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. May the work of your mind bring creative solutions to the problems of our day. God has welcomed you into the circle of mercy. May the work of your heart widen that circle until it embraces the whole world with joy. And may God, who has begun this good work in you, carry it through to completion. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit, amen.